Hi there from Sweden and welcome to whatever this is. I am going to shuffle my oracle and tarot cards here and shuffle my music and have my freaks, also known as my spirit guides, react to the music. And the overall energy for the reading today is the butterfly coming in with transformation. Something graceful, but also a bit easy to break. There's a word for that, and I can't find it. Oh, look, I match. My nail polish matched the butterfly color. All right. I'm so excited for today, and I don't know why. I have no idea. No. I have no idea where we're going with this reading. But the feeling I have is wee. So let's jump right into it. Okay. We are going to Finland with Battle Beast and the Last Goodbye. And we bring out the Tower as the first card. That is indeed a card of transformation. It's sudden transformation, sudden. Look at all these people here falling out of the tower. This is a card that many people that are into tarot dreads, because it speaks about, well, very sudden and dramatic change that changes your entire world. And it tears down your world to be able to leave some space for rebuilding. But I don't know yet if this is a tower that has happened or if it's a tower that is incoming. We also have here cruelty and futility. But there's hope in the song about this not being the last goodbye. So I'm going to pull some more cards and see where this message is heading. And just as I'm about to stop the music, I get a strong feeling for where this message is heading. The tower is the thing that sparked. Ace of Wands is the creativity, a creative spark, a fire spark. The tower is the thing that sparked the making of this song. The song is about someone that is, other people has counted them out, but they are showing up with some fighting spirit here. And indeed, as the butterfly shows, and the lyrics will show, the thing that had sparked this song is just the beginning on a journey to something amazing. But enough talk, more cards. Well, so far the cards is complementing this song. Let me see some lyrics here. Through it all, never down for defeat. It's gonna take more than this hell to break me. Took the fall, now I'm back on my feet. So don't be waiting for the bell to save me. And me being a poet, I really like the rhymes in this song. I am not a rhyming poet myself, but I can appreciate some good rhyming. And I appreciate the message in this song as well. So on the top row here, we have the event that sparks this song lyrics about someone being brought down by some external forces, some external people. And on the second row here, we get change, the Tower card, and we have the beginning of something new. We have abundance, we have pleasure, and we have love. So we have the transformation, the change here, or the transformation here, kind of in the middle as a bridge between these two narratives. And the transmutation, is that the word? I suddenly got a tiny stroke. Sorry about that. The change that is happening in this song is manifesting the change from the negative energy about being teared down, about being a loser, into a successful energy about winning and receiving love and pleasure and abundance. As of now, the cards are just confirming that the lyrics are indeed transforming something within the lives of the people performing it. And I'm not sure if it's all of the people in Battle Beast or the one who wrote the lyrics, but I get the very weird feeling that this is something that actually happened to all of them and not just one of them. So I get a weird feeling that Battle Beast as a band needs to transmute this energy and is doing so in the song. I don't know why I get that feeling, but I do. Okay? Just some more confirmation here that the top row we get the devil stealing away with some treasure. Looks like he's flying away with grapes. And in the bottom row we have the fighter. We have Battle Beast charging into battle or out of battle, charging towards their goal, towards their happy place, towards their love, pleasure, and abundance, and the beginning of something new. But I think there's a clue in the Devil card that the thing that happened to either someone in Battle Beast or the entire Battle Beast is a theft of some kind. It doesn't have to be a material theft. It can be a immaterial rights. It can be, copyright theft. I don't know. It can be identity theft. It can be any kind of theft. This is strange, and it seems like we are digging into the lyrics here, so it doesn't seem like we are talking to Battle Beast. It seems like we're just interpreting what they are singing. The strange thing is that we get the Nightmare card here, with some horror in this baby's, that's not a crib, that's a stroller might be the correct word. And the strange thing is that I was holding the card for the devil, and I said that the thing that might have happened might have been an identity theft. And that's actually what I see in this card as well. This card says new look. And then we have this fairy down here that is copying the look above. So I actually think that identity theft might have been the true thing that was stolen. That it was something about copying. I'm trying to listen to my freaks if I can get more information of what the thing was that was copied, if it was a music, a song, or if it was a bank account. Was it something material? But I don't get anything at the moment, and maybe it's not important either. I'm just curious. But I do understand why I had this energetic and curious feeling in the beginning of reading before I started, because this energy in this song is so magnetic. It's so energetic and it's lovely. I really love this power metal, if that even is the name for the genre. It's not really my metal genre, but now and then I bump into a song like this that really pumps me up, and I really enjoy that. Back on track. Where do I go next? It gets even more interesting, and I think that there are lots of actors involved here actually. I'm looking at the Nightmare card and I'm thinking of the lyrics. What were the lyrics here? And we'll have to boopy doopy doop. Though outnumbered by the bastards, hell you live to bury them all. Anyhow, outnumbered by the bastards, that's one clue I get to there being lots of people involved, but also that these 4 cards come in now and they disrupt everything. These are a completely different person that is kind of separate from all of this, but it's jumping in on the entire reading and messing it up. You see, all the cards got turned around here, or not turned around, but twisted and turned. And this energy, I think this is a clue that we have seen this in another reading with another band, which makes me think that whatever happened here, this theft, is something that has happened to more musicians than Battle Beast, because this was an energy that came in a reading about a woman that came in and fell in love with a man that was stuck in a tree. He was stuck in his old ways. She came in as a free spirit and shook him loose from his ways. And that man, I think now, I didn't see that in the other reading, but I think now he must be central somehow in the music world. Let's say that he's a Scandinavian producer or something like that, because this is a Scandinavian band, and the other reading, I think as well, might have been, or actually I don't know if they were Scandinavian, come to think it. I don't remember right now which reading it was. But I think that man is central somehow. So there came a woman and shook up a man, and that shook up the music industries somehow. The music industry entered judgment, and judgment is awakening, and it's about realizing, well, not realizing, it's about looking at yourself and judging yourself if you are living true to the ways you want to live. So if you, for instance, want to live a life in love and judgment comes in, then judgment have you look at yourself and realize where you live in fear more than in love. So for instance, maybe you want to be the kind of person that always helps other people, but when judgment comes in, it shows you the instances in your life where you actually do not help people because you are too afraid to do so. So with this woman, she came into the music industry and she brought with her judgment. So this man, and I think people all around, started to look at themselves and judge themselves if they were actually living true to their values. And this woman, she brings love to kind of to the dying. Look, this is the Knight of Cups. It's someone that comes in with love, and it's kind of hard to see here, but there's this sleeping figure that she comes in to awaken. And that is probably the Tower moment here. Or no, it's not. Freaks, correct me. The Tower moment is when the devil came in and stole the identity. That's the Tower moment. So futility and Nine of Swords here, what does that say? Cruelty and futility. That came in with the identity theft, whatever that... I don't understand really how that theft manifests. But someone has been holding people hostage. Freak says that word came from them. But I was about to say something else. Okay, it doesn't matter now because the freaks gave me a new word. So someone has been holding people hostage, holding their identities hostage somehow. And then in comes this woman and she shakes things up and she brings love. And now the freaks want me to point out that there's a moon here hidden behind the trees, and also that there are moths sitting on the tree. That's relevant for some reason. I do not know why. So what is this Three of Wands then? The Three of Wands is about being on the way to a new journey. And Freaks wants me to point out the ship here in the background. This is the woman. This is the woman standing on a cliff looking out over the sea. She's looking out at the ship on the sea, and the ship is the music industry. Change is central to this entire thing. Everything is changing here. And it's about a balanced change. It's about infinity, and it's about balancing yin and yang. Oh, I see now in the camera that there are the symbols in here for that's earth and water, and down here we have the other two. Okay. Earth, water, wind, fire. And I think I said wrong because it's fire and water, the first one. Either way, that does not matter. The thing is that it's about balancing something here, something that has been severely out of balance because of this devil figure. Something that Battle Beast is singing about in this song. Outnumbered by the bastard, so the devil is not a single entity. It's a group of people. This man that is stuck, he is not evil. He is stuck to a tree and he is stuck to whatever is going on here. Okay, where do we take this message next, please, freaks? All right, I did not expect them to point me to this deck. I thought we were about to wrap up. And this doesn't feel like the kind of deck that you wrap up with. So what do you want me to show me? What do you want to show me here, freaks? It feels like, really much feels like you wanted this. The Page of Pentacles. Someone that gets money from the air. Why? Explain, please. What? Oh, okay, they explained. Here. They showed me, and now I'm going to show you. Here, this is the money falling down from the air to this this siren here. This deck, it says in the description that the mer people are sirens. It doesn't say mermaid. So there's the devil here, the fortune, not fortune, the fortune that is that they are collecting is trickling down to someone else that benefits from them. So someone is doing evil and someone else is benefiting from that. And a siren says to me that it's someone that is singing. So let's say that the music industry is benefiting from this devilish energy. Do we need more cards, freak? Freaks. More cards? No. Another deck? Yes. Seems to be this one, but they also want me to point out that the siren here is sitting on top of the judgment. So the siren is going through inner judgment about how they are receiving this fortune, about where it actually comes from, and they realize that is how it's connected to the suffering of others. Please, freaks, why? Well, I don't know what question to ask, so I'm just asking why I'm using this deck right now. Don't tell me that, just give me the card that I need, please. You handle this. I'll stay out of the way. I'll stay out of the way. Turn your back. This also feels very much like what the siren is doing, that they have been turning their backs to the atrocity. The word atrocity is was sent to me by the freaks right now. So the atrocities that the devil here is committing, the sirens, the musicians, have turned their back towards this, but I don't feel like they have turned their hearts from it. I feel like they very much feel that something is wrong. So they don't want to turn their backs. Freaks, more please. Am I using the correct deck? Yes. So can you give me the card then? This reading is already long enough as it is. I do not get cards. Why? Seek the truest self. I'm gonna look at this card and see if I can spot something within it. I do not. There's a mask here. Seek the truest self. Explain, freaks. Futility gets twisted around. And now these cards get twisted around so they are connected. This is about being stuck in trauma, being stuck in old stories. And I see 333 here, and I have looked up in the angel numbers on 333. It says that you are at a crucial point on your journey where you can go beyond all previous setbacks. And that makes me think of the butterfly here as well. That the message here is that all of these people that have been in this situation where they have received some fortune from a source that they feel bad inside, that they have accepted the situation. These cards are here telling them that they do not have to stay stuck in that situation, that mostly it consists of old trauma and old beliefs, and that they can turn their back to that situation, that it is time, my freaks correct me, it is time to turn their backs to that situation and seek the truest self, seek judgment, seek enlightenment, seek what reality actually looks like today. The freaks tells me that this devil does not hold any power anymore. It maybe looks like they do. It maybe looks like society or the construct that has, this construct that has been put up, that I now see a tent put up over the entire music industry. This construct does not hold any power anymore. It might look like it does, but it doesn't. My freaks tells me it's over, the reign is over, and it has been over for quite some time. This year, they say, okay? So it has been over since March, April. It has been over since early this year. But it is still playing out in some ways, and people have not yet woken up to and realized that it is over. People are still acting out the charade that was this tent put up over the music industry. But there is no reason to continue to do that because it's over. It's over. It's just, my freaks just keep telling me it's over, it's over, it's over. And I have been doing lots of these videos now, and this is actually the first video I'm doing where my freaks are very active. They are coming in with tons of messages for me, and they usually don't do that. They usually just let my intuition do the talking. But now I hear them quite clearly. They are here, they are telling me that it's over. People just keep perpetuating the old structures because they have not yet realized that it is over, that this entity does not hold any power anymore. And the reason that it does not hold any power anymore is that someone came in as a free spirit and showed the way. They showed the way for this ship out in the sea, how to move move forwards. And I also want to point to this row below here that we can't see anymore, that had I think it had pleasure and abundance and some kind of victory card, and we have this victorious knight here as well. So Battle Beast already knows this is over. They are singing in the song that it is over. They have the energy that it is over, that the reign has ended, but I don't think that they intellectually have understood that yet. I think that the message from my freaks here today is to the entire music industry, or this pocket in Scandinavia, maybe. That's me guessing, not my freaks talking, because I really don't understand. The message is that you are past this. Just leave it. Just, you are free. Nobody is holding you prisoner anymore. The nightmare has ended. You know it, you sing it, and you feel it, so why are you staying stuck in it? I don't understand. And this, I get this feeling very strongly, which makes me think that I get the feeling from my freaks that it's relevant to the reading. And the feeling I have is, I don't understand why you are staying stuck. Are you daft? Why are you still sitting in a pit, hitting yourselves with sticks? It's useless. It's stupid. Just leave it. Turn your back to it. It's over. Why are you doing this? It's so, I get the feeling so strongly, and I really think that is a channeled message from the freaks. They just want you to move on, man. Move on. All right. I got the feeling that they want me to finish with a final confirmation, and I was looking at all of my decks here, and I was drawn to this, which feels very odd. You will see in a second why it feels odd that I was doing the Mausolea oracle cards. But this card, I feel strongly, will just be some kind of confirmation for someone in the music industry, for Battle Beast, for maybe for the devil energy here, for someone. So what is this confirmation, please? Freaks. I'm getting frustrated with them that they're not giving me the card, and I kind of feel like they are, well, just grab the card. What are you doing? Why do you keep shuffling? It's right there. Yeah, I know, but I got to feel it. The Traveler, Keeper of the Crossroads. Keeper of the Crossroads. Restlessness, independence, appraisal. You are already free. I'm going to read somewhat from the book now, because I do not understand this card, and as I was very clear with, it's a message to someone else. So I'm guided to read this. In all things, the traveler makes his own way, adhering to no established society or guidelines. The traveler may be followed, but he does not lead. His example shows us the boundaries of society, both in its limitations and in the guardrails that it establishes to keep us from danger. And as I am reading this, quote end, as I am reading this, my freaks highlight guardrails. So they are highlighting in the guardrails that it establishes to keep us from danger. This person has accepted the situation to be kept from danger. Okay, so they were not doing this willingly. They were stuck in a situation that was threatening, but they made peace with that and made themselves feel like at home in time, and they started to benefit from the situation. So they did not enter it willingly, but they stay put willingly, and they are still staying put willingly. Okay, there was something else I was guided to read here, and it was about how the traveler is from the city of Pandemonium, and I'm going to read this entire thing here. The city of Pandemonium and its surrounding lands belong not to the gods, but to the archons of human achievement. These icons bound themselves in life not to gods or faiths, but to human ideals, becoming idols and objects of veneration in their own way. To dwell in Pandemonium is to still be bound by the temporal goals and abilities of a human life, whether the glory of success or the haunting spectre of failure. End quote. There was something there about worshipping money instead of finding true faith. This siren here, this musician is someone who, when the tower came in and stole their identity, whatever that means, when the tower came in, they lost their faith and they started to worship in Pandemonium. They started to worship the earthly, the human ideals, the temporal goals and abilities of human life, to quote again. This devil here kind of stole the spiritual aspects from them. They stole hope. And they bound the humans in reality. And I'm doing reality because the reality does not exist, but let's not go into that. They disconnected people from their hope. But it's time to heal that trauma and move past that trauma. There is hope. And I mean, there's more than hope. The thing is already over. Why do you keep staying stuck? Still, again, I get the feeling from like my guides, my freaks, they kind of lovingly want to shake you. They want to just tell you to get up and move. Why are you staying stuck? See the traveler here. Move, move, move. Oh, they're screaming right now. They're screaming, move, 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 move. And I do not actually think that they are screaming that, because time is irrelevant to the guides. So they are not in a hurry. They are working in divine timing. And also they are not frustrated. But they are sending me these human emotions to help me explain to you that it's time, it's time, it's time. All right, that was a message. Let's just leave it at that. That was the message for today, and I guess to anyone that is involved in this. And I get the feeling that it's a lot of people, man. I feel like it's not just battle beasts. It's not just 10 people. Freaks just said hundreds, but I don't know about that. Sometimes when they give me numbers like that, I haven't learned to trust that yet, because it feels, I don't know. I don't trust my own ability to channel specifics. So take hundreds with a grain of salt, but maybe they just want to convey the feeling to me that it's more than a small group of people, that it's, well, industry-wide is the word they're giving me. So not everyone in the industry maybe, but industry-wide. All right. Thank you for joining me in this reading today. I actually had a good time. Strange message or not, but again, as I've said lots of times, lots of my messages are strange. That's apparently what I'm doing here on YouTube. I hope that you had a nice time, and that you will continue to have a nice time during your day, evening, morning, or night, wherever you're at. And I wish that I see you in the next one, perhaps. Okay? Take care. Bye bye.